kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Quarterback running on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Reed. They'll run the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Finds his man. It's Moss. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down coming up. To the ground with the back. Makes his man miss. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. One final play before the end of the quarter. Give to the back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. And they get him down. LSU quick to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Makes a grab, past the marker. LSU will get a 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down.
He's into the open down the middle. All out of space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown LSU. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for space. It's Moss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football.
There he goes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Got his man to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to surge it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. LSU right back to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a...
Got it inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Back's looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting him tackled to the ground.
And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's third and goal again from the 2. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal. They're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Powers through. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's first and 10. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him on the shuffle. A pickup of 8 now to convert this third and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking for room, it's Moss. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run and get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Reed. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands.
He's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. The Aggies Need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Moss. The ball pops out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Lots of running room.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Touch pass on the run. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Under fire. QB got it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Got it in the middle, it's Bussey.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on second down. Buys a little extra time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense cashing him in on that drive. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get in my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
To the air, it's Hoover. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quickly complete. Flying down the right side. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, TCU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moss. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it on the outside. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days. But how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here.
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes a grab. Heads to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Dances away to buy time. That's caught. It's Barnes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Wide open spaces. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Horned Frogs inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Looking for space, it's Payne. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge him back to the line of scrimmage.
And he got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's third down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this third down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You can tell in these last...
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's the handoff. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up for 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little twist for your running back.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To the air, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Concepcion. Turning on the Jets. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Aggie. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
And they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QB...
Oh, trickeration. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks? That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get them on the ground like they did right here.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Flips it out on the screen. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying the left side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field is Sayin. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there.
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5 and 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB Singh. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking downfield, it's Reed. They're setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Direct snap. Hard running there. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got room at the 35. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Linebackers have a tough job, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn.
Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Escapes the sack. Going to try to get it himself. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. The give on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Got a man. It's Bussey. Got enough space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw at Simpson. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Takes the handoff, it's Moss. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
The Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Starts to scramble to the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Throws to the tight end. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bama.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, out of space. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on... down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Start. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rival. When you have the back end.
He's loose. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Nowadays, it's the norm. Running quarterbacks, scrambling around all over the field. Really nice job sending a message early. You're going to earn these yards. You're going to take some hits. Nice job delivering that message.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the...
Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snags it. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him, and still...
Touchdown, Aggies! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Manning. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
42 spike.
Trying play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Here's a heat. He's going to tip. It's a running room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Now on second down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. And the big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires left. It's caught. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Quarterback making adjustments. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Right corner's deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Right down the middle. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but
looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become...
Going up top. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 1st down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What momentum you